52-year-old Cynthia Stack and her son, 22-year-old Sean Stack, were found dead in their apartment along West Jefferson Street back on July 18th. Orlando police arrested 2 people in connection to their murders over the weekend, and they are now in jail.
Welcome to Crime Circus on YouTube. This is not a JCS-inspired interrogation. This is a Crime Circus exclusive original presentation hosted by Drip Drop.
25-year-old Amelia Bissoon and 28-year-old Joshua Ramsawmys remain in the Orange County Jail tonight. Behind their first-degree murder charges, a list of others that include scheme to defraud and identity theft from March. Those charges could stem from theft at J.P. Morgan that Bissoon is accused of being part of.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Crime Circus. My name's Drip Drop. I'll be your host as always, and tonight we have a rerun, but it's not any rerun. It's a special enhanced version of the Amelia Bissoon Interrogation. This is HD audio, as well as all the filler parts cut out. I've only kept the killer. This is going to be well worth watching even if you've already seen it previously. I work long days and sleepless nights. So consider signing up for my Patreon or my YouTube membership. Help this circus grow. And coming up in a few days, I have a never-before-seen interrogation of a killer babysitter. She's accused of killing the child that she was babysitting. And after that, I have another body cam video. And you don't want to miss that one because it's a very special body cam video, and it's a Crime Circus exclusive. Because that's pretty much all you can expect here at Crime Circus. Videos you've never seen anywhere else. Now let's jump right into this.
He's off now? Once the detective gets in here, take him. Shouldn't be long. Can I stand up at least? Because I'm comfortable. Just get out of it. Hang on.
Did he say to keep him?
He said he was going to take him out when he got here. So, I'll be right back.
Okay. Why am I here?
So you can see Amelia just looked up at the camera because she knows it's showtime. She is preparing herself to deceive the detectives.
Exactly.
Hey, they got those off you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Here, I brought you some water. You're welcome. Okay. So, I kind of introduced myself out there, but I don't know if you heard me or not. I'm Brian Ferrer with OPD.
Amelia.
This is Mike Mareshi. Amelia. Okay. All right, Amelia. Obviously, you want to know what's going on, and we want to talk to you about some stuff.
Okay.
So, let me start at the beginning. I'm gonna record everything this way we don't miss anything. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Am I getting arrested or something for something? Or?
We'll explain it to you.
Yeah, we'll explain it all to you. Okay. Just for the record, can you say your name and date of birth, please?
Amelia Bissoon, 050793.
Great, thank you. Can I have you raise your right hand for me, please?
Yeah, sure.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you shall give in this case will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
She just started the entire interview off with a lie. She has no plans of telling the truth.
You said your husband's name is?
Joshua?
I think I heard you say your son lives there with you, too?
Yes, sir.
Where are you working right now?
I work for Chase.
All right, Amelia. We got to go over these with you, okay, because you were brought here the way you were brought here, all right? I want to talk to you. There's always 2 sides to every story. You understand what I'm saying? And obviously, we have one side of a story right now, and that's why you're sitting here. So we want to get the other side of the story, okay? But for us to talk to you, I want to make sure I go over your rights with you and you understand those rights, okay? And if you have any questions about any of these, you make sure you ask me, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You have the right to remain silent. Do you understand?
Sure.
Is that yes?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Any questions about that? No? Okay.
I just normally, when this starts, is someone getting in trouble or arrested or something.
Well, we just, like I said, we want to be able to talk to you, all right?
Yeah,
and this is the right way to do that. And I'm sure there could be a very reasonable explanation as to why you're here,
Yeah.
all right? But we have to talk to you about that, okay?
Okay.
So like I said, we only have one side of a story. When we have one side, we have to go on that until we have the other side of the story, okay?
Yeah.
But just because these are your rights, I want to make sure you understand them, okay? It's just for us to be able to talk to each other.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah.
All right. Anything you say may be used against you in court. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You have the right to talk to a lawyer before and during questioning. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You cannot afford a lawyer and want one. One will be provided for you before questioning without charge. Do you understand?
Okay, yes, sir.
Okay. Has anyone threatened you or promised you anything to get you to talk to me?
No, sir.
Okay, all right.
Have you seen the body camera video of Amelia's latest arrest? She recently claimed she was kidnapped by her newest boyfriend, Philip. It's available to watch exclusively on Crime Circus YouTube.
All right. So how long have you lived at that house over there?
We moved in June, either June or July. We just purchased that home.
Okay. It's a big home.
Yeah, we just moved here from New York.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Where in New York?
From Queens.
Queens?
Yeah.
Mets?
Yankees.
Yankees. I think Queens?
Yeah, I know.
I grew up in New Jersey.
Okay, so you're a Mets fan.
Well, we don't have any of our own teams. We got a copy off of New York. But I wasn't really a baseball fan, but I go with Yankees, though, too.
Okay.
Jets football.
And I'm a football fan.
No?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. How do you like it down here?
It's okay. I actually went to school over here.
Where'd you go to school?
We moved from New York when I was like around 16.
Okay.
So I went to high school over here, college, and then
UCF?
I went to Valencia.
Valencia.
So
Okay.
My dad got a promotion with work, so they decided to move our whole family over there, and I decided to go with them.
Okay.
And then we moved back here because it's just New York. It's not.
It's tough. It's expensive up there.
It's hard to live there when you're for me, for an adult, and I was only a kid over there. So when I started over, it's
so
hard.
expensive. Yeah, and then they have the state income tax. I know New Jersey. My parents pay that state income tax. It's like it kills them. Okay. How old is your son?
My son is 7.
7? He's got a different last name than you?
Yeah. So his father is my husband is not his father.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And that's something we see so much more nowadays. Yeah, So, who's dad?
His father?
Yeah.
Matthew.
Matthew. What happened with Josh? Did you say that? Did I hear you say he shot himself in the leg?
Yeah. So in December, we went bowling.
Okay.
And we were dropping 2 of our friends home, and I guess he put his gun in the bottom of the driver's seat, and I don't know if it was a new gun. I don't touch it. I don't know.
Okay.
He said it's ambidextrous, so I'm guessing the safety is on both sides. And I don't know if the safety came off when he picked it up, but it shot him in his thigh.
Ooh, that must have hurt.
Yeah.
He's lucky, those arteries and stuff.
Artery,
in there. Yeah.
The bullet went around the bone and around the artery, through and through.
Jeez, that's lucky.
I know, he's crazy.
How long you guys been married?
It'll be a year in September.
Okay, so you work for Chase. Okay. How long you work for Chase for?
December will be 3 years, I believe.
All right. So, Amelia, I can tell you the reason why we're here today is because of that issue with the bank. Okay. All right. Does that surprise you?
For this type of situation, yeah.
Okay.
This intense. I got in trouble at work, which makes sense, but I'm just confused about this.
Well, let's walk through it a little bit, okay? Let's walk through that and see how maybe we came here today, all right, and find out if this was just a misunderstanding or what. Never been arrested before, is that correct?
No, sir.
You have a 7-year-old son, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me explain something to you, Amelia.
Okay.
All right? People do things sometimes, especially money. Money makes people do crazy things, right? Let's be real, okay? We've talked to Gerald, all right? Gerald can't barely tell you what day it is, okay? So, and anybody who talks to him should know that. Did you take advantage of that old man?
I don't want to say I took advantage of him, no.
What did you do then?
She doesn't want to say the truth. Because the truth hurts and she knows the truth will land her a long prison sentence.
I don't want to say I took advantage of him, because he's a really nice guy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's possible Josh went over there and you didn't know?
How would he know where they live, though?
That's not the question I was asking. Is it possible that he went over there?
Not that I know, no.
So you can't say for sure he did or didn't?
I can say no.
How can you say no?
Because he doesn't know he doesn't know them.
Do you talk to Matthew anymore?
No, I haven't spoken to him in a year.
I think you need to start understanding something. Okay? I think you need to start understanding the severity of the situation. All right? Because I don't know if you really do. All right? And I think you need to start understanding that how this interview goes and what decisions you make here are going to affect your life for a long, long, long time. Okay? I think you think that you had this all planned out, and I think and again, not saying it in a bad way, but this is what we do. Okay, when we make mistakes, we figure things out and go, okay, all right, there's a lot more going on here, all right? And you know whose name is all over this right now? You, all right? And Joshua, okay? So if there's things that are going on and it's not you or Joshua, you need to start thinking real hard and real fast, okay? Who is involved in this and what happened, okay? Things got out of hand. Okay, this got out of hand. I think what happened was Cindy was asking you for this money back and you didn't have it, and there's some issues there. Okay, and things get out of hand. Sometimes, again, when we make a mistake, we do something wrong, and the ball gets rolling, we can't stop it. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, listen, you have your whole life ahead of you.
I know.
You have a 7-year-old son.
That's why I didn't want to.
Well, no, this is no. Listen to me for a second. This is reality now. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
You have a 7-year-old son. You have an obligation to him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So, whatever happened beyond this, all right, we need to know. Because right now, we need to know. Because if you want to keep going with what you're telling us, okay, then we're going to have to go on that, all right? And you have to understand.
Yeah.
And when was the last time you had communication with Matthew?
Last year, right before I got married.
Who's that?
Oh, I don't know. That's not me.
No, I don't think it's you.
Oh, yeah, I'm just, I don't know.
Who is it?
Oh, I don't know who that is.
Does Josh know?
I've never seen these people before.
Does Josh know?
If I've never seen them, I'm pretty sure he hasn't.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. I have a couple of questions for you, man. I appreciate you.
Please.
But that's why you lied.
Yes.
Right. And I need to ask you this question, too, because, before we met today, we obviously researched some things. And your relationship with Matthew Hook was abusive. Would you agree with that?
Yes, sir.
How's your relationship with Joshua?
I mean, we fight a lot. Just.
Has he ever put his hands on you?
He has.
Okay. When was the last time?
Like, nothing crazy, like 2 weeks ago.
What happened 2 weeks ago?
He went through, I went out with a few friends, and I guess someone texted me, and he, flipped out because he didn't know who the person was. And...
Does he have the code to your phone where he looks through it, or? Mm-hmm. Do you have the code to his phone? Mm-hmm. What's his code?
It's either 040506 or 00000.
Okay.
Sometimes I just use my finger.
Do you ever is there ever trust issues where he goes through your phone to look for stuff like that? Mm-hmm. How often does that happen?
This is only recently that he's been kind of on my tail.
Has his behavior changed recently?
Mm-mm.
No. Has he ever threatened to kill you?
Mm-mm.
No. Have you ever seen any violent tendencies other than?
He gets really angry.
Okay.
He yells.
What happens when he gets really angry?
I mean, he yells really loud. He punches stuff, the wall.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And are we safe to assume that Julian's the most important person in your life?
Absolutely, 100%.
Did you ever talk with him about these inquiries that you were getting from Cindy?
Yeah.
Okay, so he knew that they were asking about it.
No, he knew about it. He knew about the situation in general.
What was his response to it? What was he saying when you told him, "Hey, Cindy's asking questions about this"?
Nothing. He was just why? What does she want to know? I mean, he's normally there when I talk to her sometimes. So.
But I would imagine, for two people like you that have never been in trouble in your lives, mm-hmm. That's going to cause you some stress, wouldn't it? Because, hey, did she ever say that she was going to call the police or call Chase or mm-hmm. make any threats about that? Mm-hmm. And besides, the gun that he bought last week, had he made, any other big purchases? Is he spending the money on this or that?
He bought all those appliances at home.
So. When was that?
A couple weeks, like a month ago.
Oh, okay.
Weeks ago. That was the last thing I saw him buy, like big.
They spent part of the $50,000 on appliances. They enjoyed a little shopping spree.
How's Josh with Julian?
It's okay with him.
Yeah. It's okay with him? Julian like him?
Yeah, well, he doesn't know his real dad, so.
Oh, well, it's probably just as well, you know. Matthew, he's on probation for what he did to you a few years ago, right? Has he contacted you since he's gotten out? Is he violated? Because I know one of the conditions of his probation is to not have contact with you. Do you know if has he done that? You've never gotten any threats from him or anything?
Oh, no.
Do Josh and him know each other?
Yes, because
that's right. They actually got into a fight. Yeah, right.
An injunction.
Okay, that's right. You're right. I remember seeing that. So, okay. All right. So, just so I'm clear, it wasn't this past Monday that he bought the gun. It was the Monday before that.
I think so. I don't remember.
Okay. And it caused a problem because of the previous. Why didn't he just go back to the sheriff's office and get the gun that he shot himself with?
He tried calling and they wouldn't release it yet.
Oh, they wouldn't? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Did they say why?
No, I don't know. He contacts them. Okay. I'm not getting involved.
You wanted to have nothing else to do with. And you were sitting right next to him when the gun went off?
I was in the back seat of the car.
Right.
And he was in the driver's seat.
And he's got like a handicap placard in his car now, right?
Yeah, because he can't walk properly.
Right,
he can't run. He can't walk. Usually he uses like a cane.
Right.
Yeah,
where is Josh from?
He's from New York, born.
Okay.
Born in New York, yes.
How long has he lived here?
Oh, he's lived here like almost all his life since he was a kid.
All right, so he knows his way around Orlando then pretty well?
Yeah, he's from, oh my God, where is my husband from? Oh God.
She can't remember where her husband is from because it's hard to keep track of where your partner is from when you have lots of partners.
I saw your wedding video, by the way. It really was beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it was really well. The video was really well done too.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, it was great.
Hectic.
Yeah, it was great.
Oh my God, I don't remember where he's from, but they moved here from a different state. I can't think right now.
Are you scared of Josh?
No.
If he did something wrong that put your son and your son's future and your future in jeopardy, would you tell us about it?
Of course.
Okay.
Did Josh put you up to this?
No.
Well, this is the stuff we need to know. Listen, if he put you up to it, he put you up to it. That's okay. We need to know these things, though. Again, like Detective Murray said, I think you're kind of at this crossroads right now, okay? You've got Josh, who you probably love, and he's your husband, okay? But you also have Julian. And you got to picture that little boy. You got to picture not being able to watch him grow up. Think about that for a second. Think about being put somewhere very far away from him, and the only way you're going to have contact with him is through letters. You're going to get pictures in jail, in prison, of your little boy growing up. That's your future. He's going to grow up with his grandparents, maybe? Who knows? Maybe Matthew's grandparents, maybe Matthew's parents, maybe somebody else will try and take him away from them. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen. No, we're not saying we're going to take your kids away from you, okay? Now's the time, all right? So you got to start thinking long and hard who you have loyalty to. If Josh screwed up, he screwed up. That's not on you. And anything you know about that, we need to know about. He messed this up. He did this. He did this. And I don't want to go in there and have him tell me that you told him to go do it. You understand this? This whole thing. I'm talking about everything. We can't do this anymore. Now's the time. Tell us what he did. So you can look at your son and say, I did the right thing in the end. What did he do? We need to know.
I don't want to go to jail. I don't want to.
Tell us, listen, you have to trust us. Okay?
I don't want to get in trouble for any of this.
We know you didn't do this. We know
I don't want to get in trouble for any of this.
What did he
Nothing to do with me.
What did he do?
I don't know the severity of what he did.
What did he do?
But he knows the relationship that I have with Mr. Stack. He knows that. I mean, I would take him food, like.
Listen to me.
So at a point, he would get upset with me that like I'm too nice, that I can't kind of act with my customers. But he's the old guy. He has no family. He has nobody, like nobody. And I guess he started to get upset that why are you letting your feelings at work push you out, kind of like, and make you react outside? And Well, I mean, I talked to him because he knows my husband. I talked to him.
Did Josh say that you kind of were owed this money because you were taking care of this guy?
I don't know if he said that, but...
Something like that? What did he tell you?
I don't want to get in trouble. I didn't do anything.
Okay. We need to know. Well, then tell us, okay? Tell us.
I don't know what he did. That.
What do you... Okay. What do you think he did?
I don't think he did anything.
They're both dead.
What?
Yeah. They're dead. So now we really need to talk. Okay?
How did they die?
They were murdered.
Where?
Listen. If there's anything that you know about this, okay?
Uh-huh.
Now is the time, okay? Because let's listen to me. Listen to me. You're all over their stuff talking to them.
Mm-hmm.
You took money from their father. This was not an amicable, let's talk about this.
No, of course, yeah. I don't... Whoa.
And where was Josh? On Wednesday night. Tuesday night. Wednesday.
Tuesday night, he went... That's when he went to Daytona.
Are you sure about that?
That's what he told me. His phone was off. I mean, I was texting him. I asked him, where are you? He called me at 10 o'clock. That Tuesday, my cousins were here from New York.
Mm-hmm.
And
What did he say?
I didn't get his phone call. I missed it.
Mm-hmm.
I went to the Orlando Eye area.
Mm-hmm.
They have that new swing there, so I met my cousins there.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess while I went on the thing, I left my phone in the box. And when I came back down, I had seen a missed call, and he said, yo.
Mm-hmm.
He said, yo, in the text message.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had a missed call from him.
Mm-hmm.
And that was it.
How do you know his phone was off?
Because when I called him, it would go straight to voicemail.
Amelia, here's my problem, okay? When we find out, if we find out, this is how you get in trouble for murder.
Me?
Okay? Yeah, let me explain it to you, okay? Let me explain it to you. This is how you get in trouble for it, okay? If we find out in any stretch of the imagination, in any way, shape, or form that you're providing some type of alibi
What does that
to
mean?
Josh, that you're telling us he was somewhere where he wasn't, that you're lying to us about where he was, what you know, what you don't know, about the gun, about any of it. If we find that out, guess what you become?
I don't know.
You become a principal. Principal to homicide in the first degree.
Yeah, but I know nothing about this.
Listen, no, think. Okay, think.
Okay.
Whatever little bit that you do know, we need to know. Don't leave anything out, okay? Again, like I said, you need to close your eyes for a second. You need to picture Julie. You need to understand. You got to figure out how you're going to explain to him why you didn't do the right thing. Mm-hmm. Is that what you want to do?
I don't want to go to jail. I didn't do anything. So if whatever you guys need to know, I can tell you as much as I know.
Yes, we need to know. We need to know what Josh did. We need to know. And anything that you know about it, you need to tell us. Okay? You need to. This is the time right now. All right? You got to understand that. Okay? What did he tell you?
My biggest thing right now is I need to know that I'm going home. I need to know that I'm going to see my son. I need to know that I have no part of this whatsoever.
If you didn't know he was going to go over there and do that, then that's fine.
I have no... I mean, are you guys asking him these questions too?
I need to hear it from you first, okay? What I need to make sure is, listen, you don't want me to go in there and him tell me, guess what? I went over there. She gave me the address. She told me to go over there and take care of the problem. You understand that? What if he says that?
I didn't do anything. I didn't even know these people were
so
oh
listen.
my God.
Well, listen, that's not... Would that be the first time that's happened? Right? Okay? Listen, I was just going where she told me to go. All right? She told me this was all her idea. And again, this is where I'm saying, you got to wonder, if he's put his hands on you and if he's done things to you in the past, do you think he's got any loyalty to you whatsoever? Or do you think I have a problem putting you squarely in the middle of this? If you made decisions that night, then you got to think about that. And you got to say, you know what, that wasn't my decision. I didn't tell him where to go. You know, if you did, we can work with that. Okay?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then we need to know, okay, everything that you know. Everything that you know. You can't leave anything out, and you have to start. Comes a point where you're going to have to trust us. Okay? You're going to have to trust us. All right? I want to hear it from you first, so when I do talk to him, I can say that's not true. But I need the absolute truth from you, because if I don't have that, I need a way to believe you. Do you understand that?
Mm-hmm. Well, the starting of this conversation was about my work stuff and this check.
Sure.
And so
but obviously this led to a bigger problem.
Well, this is why I thought that I was here. I thought that maybe something happened with my write-up.
Listen, you're worried about getting in trouble.
Absolutely. I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want to lose my job. I have a house. I have a mortgage. I have a kid.
What did Josh do? Don't say you don't know. What did he do?
I don't know the severity of what Josh did.
Did he say he took care of the problem? Did he say anything like that?
No. It's the whole bank account thing is just really annoying to me. Just money is just such a, ugh.
You live with your parents, right? They live in the house too?
My parents live in the same house as me.
After being left alone for a while and feeling a bit cold, also having her worst fears of prison flashing through her mind, she is starting to feel like if somebody gives her a blanket, she will tell them everything they want to know.
There's two of them. I know you're cold.
Okay.
Hey, you need to talk to them. You need to get out from underneath this big time.
Mm-hmm.
Did I tell you who they work for?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're homicide detectives, so.
I know.
And they want you to be a witness, not a suspect.
Okay.
So the only way it's going to happen is you got to talk to them.
That's why I want to talk to them, because I just don't want to be involved in any of this. Like,
okay.
I don't want any part of this. I want to be able to go home.
Okay. What didn't you tell them?
I wanted to know what my husband did. So I'm guessing like he's a suspect in all of this. That makes sense.
Here's the thing that'll get you in trouble.
Uh-huh.
In these cases, you can't lie.
Mm-hmm.
You can't, which means holding something back, telling a partial truth, or just flat out lying. That is accessory. And you know what the charge for accessory to homicide is?
He told me first degree
It's a life sentence.
Yeah, that's
No, accessory, meaning,
accessory.
First degree murder is you're intimately involved. Accessory is that you're protecting someone. And I'm telling you right now, you don't need to do that.
Okay.
If you know what happened, tell them.
Okay.
Do you know what happened?
I do.
What happened?
Well, it's about this whole check situation.
Well, we're not talking about the check situation. We're talking about the homicide part. What do you know?
My husband called these people. He pretended he was somebody else. He got their address and he went over there. I didn't know.
What did he tell you?
He told me that he didn't tell me what he was going to do, because I don't know the severity of like the situation. Like, I didn't know like it was going to be to this extent, because I didn't even know these two people were dead until they just told me that. All he kept saying to me is, I'll take care of it. I'll take care of it.
What did he tell you afterwards?
When he got home, he didn't really speak to me. My son had to go to school and I had to be at work. So we didn't get to talk much about the situation. I got home the night of, and he's just like, don't ask me any questions.
Okay.
He's like, I don't want to talk about it. It was just like this disgusting attitude that he had. And he said if I said anything that...
Did he tell you what he did and told you not to say anything?
No, he just told me if you say anything, then... Okay. Like if you... Because, I mean, I'm not stupid.
Okay, but eventually he told you what happened.
No, he didn't tell me that he killed anybody. Or that he was going...
But you know that he was going over there.
I knew that he was going over there.
What day?
It was at nighttime.
What was he wearing when he went over there?
He had jeans and a blue shirt on. I don't even know how he got their address, is what I'm trying to figure out.
But you know he was going over there.
He told me, he's like, don't worry about what I'm doing. I'll take care of it.
Talking about them, though.
I'm guessing so, because that's just what he keeps saying.
Your importance is in details, not in vagueness. And I'm telling you, that's why, because at any point in time during this that comes out, that you held something back.
Yeah, they told me that I would go to jail even if I didn't do anything.
Yeah, and that's the sad part, because I, unfortunately, in my cases, have not had a person tell the truth fully, and they end up going to jail, in prison.
Seen that.
I know, and I wish I did. I tried. I really don't want individuals like you to go to jail. I know, and I understand that.
Go to jail.
That's why you need to seriously think. I want you to think. I know it's tough, and there's a lot of energy
I'm
going on.
just scared.
I want you to think. Take me or those detectives. Do I want you as a witness, or do I want you as a suspect?
A witness.
Exactly.
They told me I'm going to jail regardless.
Well, the fraud part may be, but that's nothing.
Okay.
That's nothing compared to these charges for first-degree murder. If you know he shot him and you know where he hid stuff, you got to come off that crap quick.
Okay.
So, where's the gun?
He got rid of it.
Where?
Daytona.
How do you know?
He told me.
Okay, so he tells you he's getting rid of a gun, but he doesn't tell you he murdered someone. Did he tell you he murdered someone? See, that's the part you can't hold back from. So yeah, I'm being honest with you.
If I say all of these things, will I get in trouble?
If you don't say any of these things, you're definitely going to get in trouble.
But this is where I'm scared. If I say these things, like, I didn't do any of this.
Put it this way. If you protect him and you don't tell us everything, then you're part of the crime.
Okay.
If you fess up and tell, there's no doubt. I really, to be honest, I really don't know what the charges are, because it's not my case. I'm working a whole other homicide. But I can guarantee you this. The state attorney could give a flying flip about those other charges. It's the first-degree murder charge. And if you have information that he told you what he did, he hid the gun, he hid his clothes, he did all this stuff, and he told you aspects of that homicide, and you were a witness. And I'm telling you, the state is not going to care about those other charges. They're going to hold them over your head, but they're going to want you to testify in court. Unfortunately, that's just got to happen. This is no game. We don't get to play anything else. This is first-degree murder.
Of course.
So he hid a gun for you, or he hid a gun and told you. Did he tell you why he hid the gun?
Can we start over from the beginning?
Yeah, go ahead. And blatantly honest, I know it's painful. I know it's scary.
I don't want to go to jail. I don't want to go to prison. I want to go home.
Okay. I am not going. One thing I'm not going to tell you
is that I can go home. Yeah, I know.
Because I don't know what those. I don't know. I honestly am ignorant. I don't know if they have a warrant for you on those.
They said that they have a warrant for the check.
For the check.
Some type of
okay,
check.
that's what I'm talking about. I don't know if they have a warrant for that. But I can guarantee this: if you go to jail for 30 days, let's just say I don't know, versus the rest of your life, because conviction on these charges that's the only sentence. Life. It's not 10, 20, 30, you get parole. You go to life, you go to jail, you never come out. Or prison, you never come out. First-degree murder. But again, you're a witness. And I want you, please, pleading with you. Let's just say you're going to go to jail tonight. Not for first-degree murder, but you're going to go to jail for those charges. I'm pleading with you. Think about the ramifications about being involved in a first-degree murder.
Yeah.
All right, so let's start from the beginning. Let's start not from the fraud, but when he decided he was going over there, what happened?
Well, she started, she called me before, but she started calling me, and then he wanted to know why she was contacting me, what she was calling me about. So I let her know she wanted to know. She went with her dad to the bank, and she looked at the transaction history, and she wanted to know what the checks were. So I can't tell her much. And then he's over my shoulder listening to my conversations with her. And he's just like, I'll take care of it. Don't worry about it. I'll take care of it. And I was like, let me talk to her, because she told me that you're young, that if you made a mistake, I'll work with you. And I told him that. And he's just like, you're stupid. Like, you're stupid to believe her. And I'm just like, you're stupid for this whole situation. I would have never been in this situation if you didn't make me do what I'm doing. Let me talk to her. Like, let me tell her the truth. Let me tell her that I put these checks in my son's name, and that if she needs you to pay the money back, we'll give her the money. Money is a monetary thing. We can give it back to her. especially she's saying that she'll work with me. She understands I'm young. She says she's been through the same situation before. He just wasn't having it. He didn't want me to talk to her. He didn't want me to contact her.
And who are we talking about, her?
The guy's daughter.
You know her name?
Cynthia. Cindy. She's gonna call her Cindy.
And he knew who Cindy was?
Only because of the conversations that me and her were having.
Okay, go ahead, I'm sorry.
So he took her phone number and he called her. And I don't know the severity of their conversation. But the next day he went and he bought a gun. Then that's another reason why we fought as well, because why are you buying this? He shot himself in the leg recently in December. So I just don't want a gun around me. I don't want it in my house. I don't want it nowhere. I let her know that, Friday, if you want to give me a call back, I'll let you know the severity of the situation and kind of what's going on with the checks. I don't know if it was Tuesday or Wednesday. He called out of work. And he said that I'm going to take care of things. Where are you going? What are you doing? He's not telling me anything. He's like, just know that I'm going to handle it. Those were his words. Just know that I'm going to handle it. I didn't hear from him all night.
Okay.
I didn't talk to him all night. He had his phone off. He texted me around 10 o'clock and he said, yo.
10 o'clock in the morning the next day?
No, the night.
That night, okay.
He texted me, yo, and he also called me, but I wasn't around my phone. I was with family. So I missed both call and text message. The next day he comes home and he's banging on the door. This is
Where the apartment or the house where we were at today?
Yes.
Okay.
He came banging on the door. When he came home, he took the gun apart. He was shaking. He took all his clothes off. He put it in a garbage bag, and then he went by his mom and dad's house.
Okay, where's his mom and dad live?
In Ocoee.
Ocoee. So he took his clothes off that he was wearing and the gun apart.
Mm-hmm.
What did he do with the gun?
From what I know, he grinded it down.
So he destroyed it
Mm-hmm.
at his mom and dad's house.
I'm guessing so.
There's no guessing.
Well, I don't know.
Okay, you just know he went there.
Yeah.
Okay, then that's the one thing. If you don't know, don't tell me something you don't know. Only stuff you do know.
Okay.
I don't want you to speculate.
Okay. I know he went by his mom because I went to work.
Okay.
I mean, everything's as normal for me because I don't know the severity of what's going on or the situation.
So he buys this gun within a day and then destroys it in about 24 hours. He's bought it and destroyed it.
He's destroying it in process, I'm guessing.
Where did you buy it at?
I have no clue. I think he bought it at a pawn shop.
Okay. When did you become aware that he was involved in the murder?
Well, I didn't know what happened. I just stopped hearing from her. And then when I said something about, can I call her? He told me no. And then he got really mad at me, and he was like, if you say something, I'm going to kill you. Okay,
he's not going to say that unless he told you about the murder. That's the part that's so when did he tell you about the murder? Sweetie, you got to let this go. You can't, anything you hold back is not going to look good. You've got to just tell it. It hurts. It's scary. I understand that. But not talking is worse for you than talking. You've got to talk. Let me ask you a question. Were you there when he killed him?
No.
Then why are you not talking? Who cares what he did?
Because I'm scared.
I'm telling you, you need to be scared about not telling the full truth.
If I talk, I'm not going to jail for this?
You're going to jail for the fraud.
No, yeah. Okay, fine.
Yeah. Were you there? Did you? Let's go back to that question.
Okay.
When did he tell you that he killed him?
He didn't tell me he killed him. He said I handled the situation. Did he
describe how, what?
He never physically said, what he did or if anything was done.
Did he say he shot him?
Well, I'm guessing he had his gun, so.
Don't guess. Did he tell you that he shot him?
Yes.
He said he shot him. Mm-hmm. Where did he go?
Oh, I don't know. He didn't say anything.
But he said he shot him.
Yeah.
Who did he say he shot?
He said he shot the lady and the kid.
And the kid. Okay. And then after that's when he put his clothes in a bag and then took the gun and left.
He put everything in a clear.
So he knew he killed him.
Who?
You knew he killed him.
Yeah.
Okay.
And his
defense is going to be It was your idea. So this is something you need to get out from underneath this, because I mean, obviously he ain't gonna do anything but to protect himself.
Of course.
All right. So when did you know he was gonna go over there and shoot him?
When I got home for lunch the day before.
The day before, you knew he was going over to shoot him. Why?
Why?
How did you know?
Oh, he told me.
He said, I'm going to go shoot him?
He didn't say that. He said, I'm going to handle the situation.
Okay, but did he mention the word shooting?
No.
Okay, did he have the gun and say, I'm going to go handle the situation? What makes you think he was going over there to shoot him prior to it happening?
Well, I mean, why purchase a gun the day before and then say that you're going over there? That was kind of like where I was confused at.
Very logical thinking.
Yeah.
And so
And then
from him buying the gun and what he said, you
put two and two together.
He was going there. Okay, and then after, okay, go ahead, I'm sorry.
He told me if I say anything that he'll kill me too.
And this is after you knew he shot him.
Yes.
Okay, well, you ain't got to worry about that. About him trying to hurt you. Because he's never going to see the light of day again.
Okay.
But when they come back in here, sweetie, everything, even if you think it's bad for you, I'm telling you, not saying it is worse.
Okay.
So even if you think that maybe you said something that you think's really bad, I'm telling you, coming out later is not a good thing. It needs to come out now. Because the person that pulled the trigger is who we want.
Of course.
Okay?
I just don't want anyone to think that I didn't know that it was gonna, I didn't know that this was gonna happen. Why would he do something like, just like, why would you do something so stupid? It's just two innocent people. It's just, why?
Don't worry about it. Listen, I'm going to get them. They're talking to someone right now. But I'm going to have them come here and talk to you, okay?
Here she is fake crying, trying to get a get-out-of-jail-free card by giving the performance of a lifetime with no tears. She can't wait to be released and cruising around Florida again.
Put me in the middle of this. I'm a child.
Don't worry. I'll be back in a minute, okay? Yeah.
Okay, then you're ready to go.
Okay. Can I kind of know what's going on?
Yes, you are going to be arrested. You have quite a few charges on you. Okay, just stand up.
Okay. I have to put my shoes on.
Yeah, put those on.
Can I know the charges? Or?
Yeah, I'll let you know as we walk out there. Okay. Okay. Hands behind your back. Have them facing, just like that. That would see the knuckle there. Really small wrists. Just try to keep them inwards and facing each other. That way it doesn't clamp up on your wrist, okay?
Okay.
Lean forward, please. Lean forward. Grab all this stuff. Face is walking for a second. Roby, there's
Amelia was bonded out shortly after she was arrested and her murder charges were dropped. She did a plea deal to testify against her husband and serve 3 years in prison. Please like, comment and subscribe for more amazing content at Crime Circus.